So what I'd like to do is I'm going to go over some carry options with you, and I'll show you kind of how I carry everything and where I carry it. So yeah, let's get into that. All right, guys. So I'm going to go over some of the like how I carry, where I carry everything, and I'll just kind of put it on one at a time and just give you some ideas of maybe some tips and tricks that I've come up with over time. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is my Vismix tactical belt. This is going to kind of be like my base layer for everything. So we'll go ahead and put that on. And like I said, the great thing about this belt is the fact that it's not just infinitely adjustable because of it being a Velcro belt. So that allows you to add the holster length in there really quickly, really easily. But it also is coated on the outside with the same Velcro, which is really awesome. And when it locks into that outer belt, it's really great. It doesn't move around and jostle on you. So that's a super cool feature of this belt. Generally, what I will do, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So whenever I put my holster in, I generally will put my hand into it like this, and then line it up with where it needs to go. Now, I like to pull the end of the belt right up to the clip there, so that it just kind of keeps it a little more hidden. And then get the holster right where it needs to be. When you first start carrying like this, guys, if you're carrying appendix, it may take a little bit of getting used to. I have to say, for me, at first, it was a little bit uncomfortable. You got to kind of find just the right angle. And that's one of the nice things about this type of clip is I can really easily adjust the angle on it. So, again, firearm is unloaded. And it usually rides right about there, which is a good angle for draw. But it still doesn't really print. Like I said, it'll take you some time with whatever your pistol is, whatever your holster is, to figure out just that right angle where it's going to ride well for when you sit, you move around. So, you just gotta carry it. It was uncomfortable for me at first carrying appendix and thinking about where you have a loaded firearm pointed, basically. But it's something you just have to get used to. And it's one of those weird things a lot of times that just, once you do it and carry for a while, you don't even think about it anymore. So generally, that's where I like to carry right side appendix, just a little bit offset from the center, not too much to where it's going to stick out beside me on the sides, and enough to where it's going to kind of contour to my body so that it's not printing. That's, when you're concealed carrying, you definitely don't want to be printing, So, but this holster, pistol, everything combination works really well for me. You may find a different holster type works better for you. Generally, I will carry wallet in your back left pocket. If you're left-handed and you carry a pistol on the left, I would say put it in your right pocket. You want to have that offset so that you can turn, offer, and maybe give them a little something extra, So yeah, wallet goes in the left-hand back pocket. My pen, I will usually carry in right side back pocket, just right there, kind of at the seam. It seems to be a good place to carry it. And usually my flashlight, I'll carry on the left side as well. Left side back pocket next to the wallet. Can you see it back here? So it's handy. So a lot of the things that I set up for my EDC carry, I know this is over-explanatory, guys. And I apologize, but I just want you to understand, like some of the why. A lot of my stuff I will set up for around my firearm. So I think right hand, I want to mainly use my right hand for this. So I don't want to carry a lot of stuff in my right that I may want to use at the same time as I use my firearm. Right? That probably makes sense. Give me a thumbs up in the comments down below if that makes sense to you. Flashlight left hand. So if I want to use the flashlight separately from the pistol and not have to use the pistol mounted light, I can use that, access it left-handed. The same concept for the wallet. I want to be able to use my offhand to, it's basically trying to keep anything that you're going to use in your strong hand for your firearm, anything that you might need to access while you're holding the firearm, you probably want to put that on your off side. I always say like keys, things like that, when you're coming out of places, like you're coming out of stores, going to your car, always carry keys, bags, things like that in your offhand so that you still have this right hand free. Just a little tip there. Sometimes I will carry right hand. I'll carry the knife in my right hand pocket. If I'm carrying a sidearm retention knife along with it, because again, the thinking is I want something that's going to be offset to my strong hand. So and I'll usually carry my small arm retention knife somewhere like this. I like to carry it pretty close to center, but I'll get it right in this crease of your leg here so that it doesn't cut into you when you're sitting down. Now I'm a fat boy, so it does kind of poke me in the stomach, but I can get the angle just right where it won't. I like to keep the sidearm retention knife to the offhand so that if I'm trying to defend that gun hand, if somebody's trying to take my gun, I've got this. I've got this as an option. And I will usually carry it center, slightly left of center, so that I can still get it with this hand if I need to. But if you're following along, the general concept is to try to get things offset from my main hand so that this is just the firearm here. So anything else that I might need to use, and especially like a sidearm retention knife, I'm going to want something that, is in the offside hand. So this is not going to be in the gun hand, and I can still use this for retention if I need to. Does that make sense? I hope so. Phone, I usually carry left hand pocket. Again, this is just the concept of I'm going to offer you something from the left if I can blade my body away and give you a little something extra to go with it. You know what I mean? So again, it's about offloading from that strong side, basically, from that strong hand side. A lot of times keys I will keep in my right hand pocket. And if you got a fifth pocket, it's really nice to put these in here, and I could put them in here and have the key on a quick release hanging out the top for the car. But generally I will just put them, in my pocket here. The lighter, a lot of times I'll wear it fifth pocket and just clip it in. So it's not in the way, but it's handy if I need to get to it. Now with the tourniquet, there's a couple of different ways that you can carry this. It's small enough, I could just slip it into my pocket. I could slip it into a back pocket. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and put that in the right hand back pocket with the pin. And then what I like about the Vismix tactical belt here is it gives me the option that I can actually wear this tourniquet on the outside of the belt. So you can actually wrap it around. There's a particular way. I've set it up before, but I don't remember exactly how I did it. But it's where this will hold here. And then basically just wrap this around the Velcro of the belt. And for one thing, it locks your belt to your belt loops, but it also lets you carry this tourniquet just kind of here around your waist and out of the way. So you can see there. And it's right there if I need to use it. Doesn't add a lot of bulk to my waist. And now you can see I'm not printing I'm not printing, but I still have everything on me. Again, if I carry the Leatherman, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll carry the SOG power leader, to be honest. But if I carry the Leatherman, usually what I'll do is I'll put this click and carry sheath on here. And there, it's right there, out of the way. And that's basically everything that I need to carry. So if I need to carry more, or if I want to carry some of the extra items that I showed you. Oh yeah, I'm going to put my watch on. Gotta have the watch. Oh, and that reminds me, I tend to carry like little small useful stuff around my wrists. So I'll carry a Velcro strap sometimes. Right now I've got some 550 cord on this one. And I always have a glass breaker on this one. These little elastic glass breakers are great if you ever, needed to break out a window in an emergency. They're really, really awesome. But anyway, when I need to carry more, I will usually carry something like this Vertex fanny pack. This is the one that was designed by Lena Michulik. If you're not familiar with her, she's Jerry Michulik's daughter. World-class competitive shooter in her own right. But she designed this little Vertex pack, and it's very small, but it's just right. I've got the Vertex Tactigami holster in here, so you actually holster your pistol in there. Let me just show you real quick like how I would set this up. So generally what I'll do is got to take everything off in order because it all kind of interlocks together. So I would generally carry my tourniquet in the back with the gun, or with the pew pew. I don't know if I can say gun. I just said it again. Why do I keep doing that? So what I'll usually do is carry the tourniquet back here on top of the holster. I'll carry the firearm in the holster. And that's usually about all I carry in the back of it. Then in the front pockets, it's got a whole lot of room on the inside. And it's got a couple of divided pockets here. So I'll usually put like the power leader. Put the pepper spray, put the earbuds. So yeah, you could just load this front pocket up with stuff. And then it does have another mesh pouch on the inside at the bottom. But I got the SOG power leader in there. Got the Gerber Prybrid. Got my pepper spray. Got the earbuds. So just, like extra stuff that I might want to carry along with me, I can always put in here and carry it. It's really small. You can carry it as a crossbody. It works really well as a crossbody or a fanny pack if you're a fanny pack kind of guy. I actually like fanny packs. They don't bother me at all. So, but yeah, that is basically my EDC loadout in a nutshell. That is my ultimate Blackout EDC. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this loadout. I want to know if you think if you have a better recommendation. As a matter of fact, I'm going to challenge you. If you have a better recommendation for any item I've shown on here, comment it down below. Comment it down below. This is the ultimate Blackout EDC. Changed my mind. So anyway, guys, like I always say, the best gear is the gear you have on you. Remember to always be carrying. Average Gear Reviewer.
Average Gear Review. But the best gear is the gear you have on you.